If we talk about the most expensive beef in the world, we will certainly immediately think of Wagyu beef, which costs up to millions of dollars. This is a dish considered only for the rich because of its expensive price and small supply. So, do you know how people process and classify this beef? Join us to find out in today's video how millions of dollars worth of Wagyu beef is separated. True to its name, Wagyu cattle originate from Japan, where farms carry out the Wagyu cattle breeding process in a strictly controlled and selective manner focused on creating beef that has the desired level of marbling. This breed of cattle is raised on a strict grain diet and is often massaged and fed beer to encourage the production of exceptionally delicious, well-marbled meat. There are many Wagyu beef farms around the world because of the popularity and quality of this meat. Depending on geographical location and regions, Wagyu cows are raised and cared for differently. Wagyu beef farms in New Zealand aim to feed their cattle fresh grass because the grasslands are typical of this region and also to limit the fat content in the beef. Wagyu cattle are never given growth stimulant hormones or drugs to help them gain weight faster. All stages of raising the animals are completely natural to ensure the quality of their meat. Cows must be monitored and cared for regularly. Hoof trimming to prevent hoof rot disease is one of the processes to ensure Wagyu beef quality. When the cows have reached the appropriate age and weight, they are now brought to the processing plant. The classification is divided into two main categories: yield grade and meat quality grade. The quality grade of Wagyu beef is represented by a letter and a number. Letters can be from A to C, and numbers can be from 1 to 5. You may see some products marked Japanese Wagyu A5, but what does it mean? This is the highest grade that Wagyu beef can achieve and is usually reserved for cattle that are fed the finest foods, such as corn and grains, and receive special care during the breeding process. In this grading system, A1 is of poor quality, A2 is below average, A3 is average, A4 is of good quality, and A5 is the highest. Here, Wagyu beef also has a special technique for processing, unlike mass factories. Each processing worker is experienced and very careful in each step of the processing. They separate parts such as tenderloin and pork belly and classify each part clearly. Perhaps most important are the regulations and grading standards for Wagyu beef. Before Wagyu beef is graded, several measurements and observations are made to determine its quality. Yield is measured and quality is determined after evaluating marbling, meat color and brightness, the firmness and texture of the beef, and the color, luster, and quality of the fat. The specifically refers to the productivity category, which is different from the quality category represented by the number grade. Is awarded to pieces with a marbling percentage of 72% or higher, while grades B and C are given to meat with lower percentages. The scale from A to C represents the amount of Wagyu beef that can be harvested from the cattle. Grade B is considered the standard, making grade A the premium and most sought-after product. Before processing, the percentage of meat, fat, and bone in the cattle can be calculated. The more meat, the better the potential ranking. Typically, larger cattle have better meat quality, but only after entering the processing plant can the true quality of the beef be known and a rank given to the Wagyu. Some Wagyu cattle farms in Australia or the United States also have a classification system similar to that in Japan. However, considering that the breed originated in Japan, the Japanese classification criteria are also applied in most processing plants worldwide. Once graded, the Wagyu beef cuts are packaged, typically in vacuum packs or in boxes, then stored at low temperature and transported to the place of consumption. Many high-end restaurants prominently feature Wagyu beef steaks because they represent the luxury and convenience of that restaurant and attract many diners willing to spend thousands of dollars just to enjoy this expensive beef dish.